Nope.
How about him? Him?
No. He was kind of like this guy, only sneakier, you know? Hi. They really do this stuff, like the movies.
Yep, just like the movies, except for the pay. How are you, Marty?
Okay, Jack. This is Officer Gwen Crosby, Jack Finelli.
Hello. I used to read your column all the time.
You'll be reading it again soon.
Big stuff, huh?
Don't waste taxpayers' money. Should I come back?
No, stay. They won't mind.
It's fine by me. We're just about done anyhow.
Yeah, we'll be in touch tomorrow at your mother's, okay?
Tell me something. Is all this VIP stuff you're giving me because of my mother? And because someone like Mr. Finelli's involved?
No, we try to do our best for everyone, but there's never enough time, you know? It's, we just got so many of these cases that,
You mean drug-related crimes?
He sounds like a small-time pusher to me, but even one less of those would help. Take care.
Right. Oh, I had an idea connected to the story I might do with Kim. Suppose you and I go downtown, visit some of the coffee houses. Maybe we run into him. What do you think?
terrific, but don't play around. If you see him, call us.
Okay.
Take care.
Easy.
When do we start?
Well, when your doctor says it's okay, you have to rest.
I am so bored with doctors and with resting. Are you really going to do that story?
Well, I think it's a good idea. Kid comes to the big city.
Kid?
Young woman arrives in town, wants to be an actress. First night, she gets mugged.
That's not New York City's fault. I asked for that. I could have gotten mugged anywhere. And that's not the whole story.
Well, see, that's the point of the article. You were found, and you were helped, and you made friends. See, I want to show the city the way it is, all the good points and the bad points, but still being a place where people want to be.
So it's really more about the city than it is about me.
Well, it's about you and the city, if you're willing.
Why not? You could even help me start my career. I mean, maybe someone will see it and I'll get to audition or be on a talk show. No?
Well, I think it's best if you remain anonymous for your own good.
Let's do it anyway. Then when I do get famous, I can let everybody know who it was. When do we start?
We, have been doing it now.
Faith, you there?
Yeah. Come on in.
Are you, feeling better, or are you just acting as if you are?
A little of both, but I'm staying together. Hi.
You still look, tired.
So do you.
Look, I'm not the issue. Are you sleeping?
Not much, but I'm very busy with work and I still find pleasure in it.
Good, but don't let it become an anesthetic.
No, I don't avoid thinking about Tom. He's with me all the time, one way or another. But it's a gentler feeling now. And I'm very aware of all the good that we had together, even though it did end too soon and it ended for no good reason. But I try to stay grateful for what we had. And I'm grateful for you. I know I've said it before, but I wanted to say it again because you did so much.
Faith, please. Look, how are you, fixed for alcohol?
I'll join you. Do you want a martini?
No, that's too much bother. Straight scotch is fine, and ice if you have any handy.
You look more than tired. Roger, you don't look so great.
I'm not.
Can I help?
Faith, what I really want is for us to have an honest talk.
Fine. Yeah, I love how we've been getting along, that we can do that. And I know Jill treasures it, too. She said so. In fact, we've been worried about you, mainly in regard to Delia. Is it okay?
No. Considering all the trouble that you and Jill have had lately, I'm really touched.
What, that we noticed? Oh, you dummy. We love you. And I know we weren't brought up to say things like that, but it's there, okay?
It's mutual. No, it's no good with Delia. And frankly, I'm alarmed. I love her, but the moment she's stuck somewhere between her obsession with commodities and the Ryans, she's still plugged into Mother Maeve Ryan as her source of all wisdom.
We've all done that from time to time.
Look, I don't have anything against Maeve. She's a fine, admirable woman. I just want her out of my bedroom, my kitchen, my living room, my wife's every waking thought. That whole business with Delia and Pat and Nancy and Adam Cohen was to make Maeve love her more.
I don't know, and I have a feeling I'm afraid to ask.
Delia saw to it that Nancy would be thrown together with a nice, young, Jewish doctor. The result being 3 miserable people and Pat Ryan chasing Nancy all the way to Texas.
Whew.
She hasn't changed. Regardless of her therapy, she still hasn't grown up.
Roger, maybe you're expecting too much. As horrible as that is, that's Delia. She's manipulative, she meddles. I'm sorry. I really am.
No, it's okay. It's true, and I knew all that. And it never troubled me that she loves herself first, but I expected that I'd be the next in line. And I had a vision of what we could be to each other, and sometimes we were on our way. Well, maybe I was wrong about her potential.
Does she know how much you're hurting?
Yes, and on occasion she makes a pathetic little effort in my behalf, but usually I'm too angry to even respond.
Well, try. Try to have a quiet evening together. Try to communicate.
Try. It sounds familiar. Familiar and hopeless and humiliating. Well, maybe I will. Thanks, honey. Take care.
Thanks for coming by.
Yeah, I meant to talk to you.
I thought you did.
Another time, maybe.
Adam, can you take the cast off now? I mean, like right now, because Roger's gonna be home soon.
On one condition.
What?
That you tell me the truth about why you wanted it on in the first place.
I told you, my cousin Irene, the weekend in
You
the...
also told me you didn't have another living relative in the world but your brother.
I did?
Come, sit down.
When did I say that? How can I forget my cousin Irene?
At Ryan's when we first met. Maybe you forgot because you hadn't made her up yet?
When did you remember?
When the cast was drying. I figured why not? Lady wants a cast bad enough, it must be something important. So I let you hobble off into whatever mischief it was. You gonna tell me?
I was trying to keep out of mischief. You won't tell Roger?
Well, I know I'm compromising myself terribly, but I am that curious.
Well, it has to do with my commodities.
The cast does?
You probably heard that I made a lot of money.
It's common knowledge.
Does everybody know that I lost it all, too? Oh, well, that's something, at least. Except it isn't really because I did, and now I owe a lot, and my broker, I borrowed it from him. And now he wants to go to bed with me, and it's getting harder and harder to say no. This worked today, but I don't know about tomorrow.
Wow. Sexual harassment.
He isn't doing anything but being nice to me.
And he wants you to be nice to him. Look, it's very simple, Delia. The man is obviously a bounder. Just tell Roger.
I can't. I tried. He doesn't believe me. He hates me to talk about my commodities. He won't let me. And I'm afraid that he's stopping loving me. I don't know what to do. Except I gotta get this thing off so I can hurry home and clean the apartment because he thinks I don't love him when it's a mess, and it is, but I do.
I know you do. Listen, I'll tell you this, Delia. I know Roger's crazy about you. I see it every time he looks at you.
Lately?
Well, you haven't been around much lately.
Oh, that's true. Oh, I sure hope you're right, because losing money is one thing, but to lose Roger...
I wish there was something I could do.
Just light a candle for me, or whatever it is you do. I mean...
I know what you mean. I will. Come on, let's get this thing off of you.
Okay, what do you want to know?
Why do you want to be an actress? When'd you decide?
I don't know when. Seems like always. And I guess I figured it was the easiest way to be somebody else.
You don't like who you are?
I don't really know who I am.
Well, I guess that's not so unusual for a person your age.
Please don't talk down to me.
I'm sorry. I should have said that's not unusual, period. Some people never find out.
Do you know?
Half, maybe. Now you wanted to be somebody else.
It wasn't that clear. Somewhere else. That much I knew.
How come?
I may not know who I am, but I know who I'm not. And I'm not one of them.
Well, who's them?
Just your typical person, average person. I mean, everyone I know was leading these really normal lives. You know, a full set of parents who couldn't pay their bills. And all they wanted to be when they grew up was more parents who could pay their bills.
You sure about that?
Sure enough.
They tell you that?
They don't tell me much.
Why's that?
Because I'm not one of them. Which is okay by me.
Well, how'd you handle that?
I left.
I mean, before.
I don't know. I guess I left then, too. Yeah. From the time I was 5, I'd just go off by myself. I had this hayfield I used to go sit in the middle of all alone. You ever sat in a hayfield right after it's been mowed? It smells terrific.
Why, I guess I missed that. Sounds like the Midwest can't be all bad.
A hayfield is a good place to take off from. I used to sit there for hours making up stories about who I was and where I was and who I was with.
Such as?
For a while there, I was the secret child of Perry Mason and Della Street.
Weren't they a little before your time?
Reruns. Also Lucy and Desi, Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall, Charles Lawton and Elsa Lanchester.
In other words, you would change your parents to suit your mood.
Or to fit the story I was into. Some of them ran for years. Double features even, with me playing all the parts. Finally realized I was kind of good at it.
So here you are.
Nope. I did school plays first, then some community theater. I wanted to prove to myself I had talent. Then I made my move.
None too soon.
You're laughing at me again.
No. I'm admiring you. Identifying with you a little. I grew up feeling different, too. Only I didn't invent parents for myself. I convinced myself I didn't need any. Or anybody.
I sort of feel like that, too. I mean, I want to live with my mother because she's a neat person and she sort of owes it to me. But I don't feel any real family connections. Basically, I'm on my own.
Well, you may change your mind. I did. Now I like feeling connected.
What's your wife like?
Beautiful. Smart. So's my daughter.
Can I meet them?
Sure. I'll ask May to come when we go downtown to the coffee houses, okay?
Please. But doesn't she work?
Well, part-time. See, she wanted to spend more time with Ryan and me. Well, Ryan is our daughter, so she kind of cooled it on the career for a while.
No kidding. Do you think everyone should do that?
Depends.
Well, in my mother's case, she really didn't have a choice. I mean, it was either leave me or stay in Kansas, and she was young, like me. So I can understand why she did it.
You can understand, but it still hurts.
Do you know her pretty well?
Fairly well. I've known her professionally for years. I admire her work. She runs a very impressive little empire.
If you don't like her, why are you going to work for her?
I didn't say I don't like her.
One thing I learned in acting, sometimes it's what you don't say and how you don't say it.
You know, you are a little different.
You'll get used to it. You will be my friend.
Mm-hmm, I will.
Good. There's a lot of stuff you can help me with, like getting to know people. The Ryans, will you introduce me? Especially to the senator. I've read a lot about them. They seem sort of old-fashioned, but interesting. What?
Maeve would like that.
Will she like me?
Uh-huh.
Now all I have to do is make my mother like me. That shouldn't be too hard. All I have to do is figure out what she wants me to be and then be it. After all, I'm an actress, right?
Delia? Of course not.
Hello.
How about dinner with a loving friend?
Sounds delightful, but isn't it risky?
All the better.
Well, I wouldn't want you to do anything foolish, but I must say I sure would like to celebrate my impending motherhood. Have you seen my child today?
Yes, she was fine when I left the hospital. Looking forward to coming home.
Topeka is home. This is just a temporary arrangement. Actually, you know, I probably could use a little fortification.
Well, I will be delighted to supply it.
Are you sure you can get away?
I have to. The sight of this place is promoting certain homicidal tendencies in me. Now, I know a superb little restaurant where we can have privacy, gypsy violins, the Cafe Budapest.
Cafe Budapest? Oh, yes, of course. I love it.
Well, I'll tell my hysterical little wife that I have an emergency surgery, and I'll see you in about a half an hour. Yeah. Oh, I guess we could work that in, too. Oh, look, prep the patient for immediate surgery. Thank you.
Where are you going?
Where most surgery takes place, the hospital. What have you got that's dripping all over the rug?
I went to get you some ice because I remembered I forgot to fill the trays. They sell it down at the deli.
Well, I suggest that you put it someplace where you don't ruin the rug.
Can I fix you a drink?
That's a bad practice before surgery, Dee.
Well, don't go yet. Let me fix you dinner. You can't operate on an empty stomach.
Delia, even if you could function efficiently in this mess and assemble a dinner, there's no food here.
Oh, there must be. Well, I'll figure something out.
While my patient lies and waits.
Oh, my God.
Look, why don't you go over to Ryan's and see what they have for the special tonight at dinner? Maybe you can invest in it.
Roger, wait. Please don't go. I'll fix it. I'll fix us. Please don't go. I need you. I need to talk to you.
Look, well, I don't, and not when you're in this condition.
Wait, please don't go!
A new original reality series on SoapNet. Mom and Dad are moving in for a financial intervention. It's a matter of life or debt. Bank of Mom and Dad. Moving in Wednesday, September 30th at 10. Only on SoapNet.